level of happiness and well-being, you know. So when you value your time, it brings a lot. It's also, money can't buy happiness, but definitely money can buy time. So when you buy time, when you use money to buy time one way or the other, you have enough time to spend with your loved ones, with your family, for personal growth. Just like this one, because you have time, that's why you are able to join this program. And also you have time to explore, to try out new positive experiences. So that's time. Time is very crucial, is a key, is a key factor we have to make use of. So what is time management? Effective time management is a skill set that helps us to plan and balance our time between tasks, between leisure, between friends, family, and other activities in the most productive way. When you manage your time very well, when you manage your time very well, I don't know, I can't really see my slide here, but okay, then. And your time, when you want to plan your time, how you plan your time, your plan is as good as what goes into it. When you are planning is as good as what you put into your plan. You plan your time based on not just writing list of what to do. No, it's list of what you want to do with intentions and purpose. You put them down with intentions and purpose, so that it will serve the purpose for which you are crafting it for. And a well-crafted plan serves as roadmap, guiding you on so many things, on the techniques you can use to manage your time effectively. The first one, it will guide you on task prioritization. When you plan, a plan will show you your tasks and also the order in which you have to place it. You don't just write your list, you place it in order of priority. The one that will come first, the one that will come second, and how you will spend the rest of your day or the time you have. You have to differentiate between your need category and your want category. There are some tasks you just have to do them. They are your priorities. They are needed. You have to meet those tasks. And some, they are just wants, what you wish to accomplish after you have met your priorities. So you have to place your tasks in order of priorities, and it will help you to meet up with whatever you have before you. And another thing is deadline. A good plan will show you deadline, the time you have for each task, when each task is due for completion, when you have to stop. There should be a time frame for each of your tasks. You should give yourself a time frame. Oh, this is the time I want to spend on this particular task. Don't just keep doing it and all that. And another thing is boundary settings. Okay, hold on. Another one is boundary settings. A good plan will enable you to set boundaries when you have to say no. It will empower you to say no when you have to say no to tasks that are not related to what you have at hand. Maybe you are trying to do a particular task and even work related, but it's not part of what you have at hand. You'll be able to say no to those ones that are not essential to what you are doing. And also it will enable you to set limits. When you set limits, You are able to protect your time, your energy. You don't stress yourself too much like that. So that is for that. And the next one is planning your importance of time management. We know from the little I've said now, we should know that, okay, time management will help you to make the better, will help you to make better decisions on what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. We won't just be wasting the whole day or the whole week or the whole month. At times we just wake up and we don't know how, at the end of the day, maybe by evening, you don't know how the time has gone. You can't really say how you have spent the time, what the tasks you have been able to achieve for the day or for the week or thereabouts, wherever you want to check yourself. So for this reason, you have to plan your time. It helps you balance your well-being also. When you balance your time and your work and your tasks, everything together, when it's balanced, you have time, you are not stressed out, you have time to relax. You have your what's it now, sanity saving times for relaxation. You don't just work all through the day. Maybe you have deadlines you meet because of procrastination or what has happened earlier. When you manage your time, you don't have carryovers, you don't have works extended. You calm down and do your work at the right time. So and another thing is, it reduces stress, it helps you to balance, and it also keep you focused. Don't just get busy throughout the day, busy doing nothing. When you have your time management with effective, you are able to get productive work doing, not just being busy doing nothing. You know that, okay, you are doing what you are supposed to do, what will further your goals, what is essential for your growth. You understand? So how to plan your time now. A well-crafted plan serves as a roadmap. I think I've said that already. And in that, you have time accountability. You should be able to check at the end of the day what you have done with your time, how you have spent the whole day. You should be able to track that. And there is a tool called time tracking. If you want to look into that, you can download the app and fix it. Maybe every 30 minutes, you give yourself 5 minutes break or 15 minutes break. It depends on your schedule. You schedule yourself. You don't allow your schedule to schedule itself. You take time to plan each day according to what you want into it. Maybe the time you use for calls, for social media, for friends, for tasks, you schedule it. You don't allow your tasks to overwhelm you in order which is coming. No, try to put yourself in a balanced way so you achieve more and you won't get burned out, stressed out. And another thing I would like to talk about is managing distraction. This day, the ability to focus is really becoming increasingly rare in the society. People try to do a lot at the same time. They are not focused on a particular thing. They do more than what they can uh, take because of some reasons. So, and it's when you are focused, when you say focus, that will boost your productivity, your efficiency. When you stay focused in a task, you won't waste time. It will minimize your mistakes. You'll be able to achieve more. And doing that, when you are focused in a task or in what you have to do, you'll feel fulfilled, you'll feel satisfied, you'll be okay in what you are doing. You won't get carried away. So the progress you are getting from staying focused will really boost your satisfaction, and it really helps a lot. Ways to manage distraction. The first thing I would like to talk about is be intentional with your digital devices. our smartphones, smartwatches, smart whatever we have with us. They are really distracting us. We have to be intentional with it. Whenever you want to take your phone or take any of these devices, ask yourself 3 questions. The acronym is WWW. The first one is, when you want to pick your phone, reach out for your phone. Ask yourself, what for? You understand? When you know what for, the next one is, why now? Why are you taking it now? Why this time? And the next one is, what else? You can take your phone. You might have the first one, what for? Maybe you have something important to really do. Okay. Maybe after doing it, what else? What else? That should be the last one. Once you are able to answer these 3 acronyms, you should be able to stay away with your phone somehow. It's really a set time. Those messages can wait. When you are involved or engaged in a task, try and put your phone away. Have time for your social media in your plan. Create time. Don't let it be a distraction. Those messages can wait. Don't let anybody bring maybe the hottest news in town, what's trending and all that. Don't let it come into your way to distract whatever you have planned for the day or take out of your time, and you have to spend extra time other time. Another thing is job crafting. There is what we call signature strength. What defines us? What is unique to our personality? Your signature strengths are very important. You have to know them. So when you know your signature strengths, you'll be able to fit it into your uh, tasks, into what you have to do. Carrying these two along, your signature strength and your tasks, keeps you focused. You will enjoy what you are doing. It gives you a sense of happiness that when you keep doing it, you even know when time has gone, you will be so focused and productive at that moment. So I will endeavor us to try and get the chart. It's very essential for everyone. Everyone. Know your signature strengths. It helps you, your core strength, it helps you to manage, to merge your work and uh your lifestyle. It's really, really helpful. And I'll talk about knowing your chronotype. We have the early morning birds and the night owls. Those that wake up, your energy level. You wake up very early in the morning, feeling energetic, and you are able to carry out a lot of tasks and deliver so much. So when you know this, you know how to plan yourself. When you are doing what you like at this doing what you like at this time, you are likely to be more engaged in that task. You don't put uh, your challenging tasks to that period of day when you know you are depleted or you are tired. Try to merge your energy with your tasks. When you do this, it keeps you focused also. It's any distraction that is coming this time, you won't want to look at it. You won't want it to get carried away. So all this enhance us on so many levels. And on that, when you're able to stay focused, this is the only time you can. All these successful people we are seeing, most of them, they have well structured plan they follow. They do it is personalized to them. They personalize it to fit all these things, to fit their personality, uh their nature, in so many ways. They are waking up and sleeping time. It really helps. It helps you to put yourself together and achieve more. And what I would like to talk about now, that is, people see it as okay, sign of laziness and all that, about time management, is procrastination. People see procrastination as being lazy, of which is more complex than that, really. Overcoming it is not just what you think you can change. Okay, I want to change. It takes some steps and decisions. Procrastination, you have to be self-aware. You know and understand your emotions. When you understand your emotions, that's when you identify your personal, the cause of your procrastination, and you will be able, you know the type, and you'll be able to change, put some behavioral change in place. You have to know your what is really causing procrastination, and you have to your emotions. When you understand your emotions, you know your type of procrastinations, you will now know how to solve it, how to work perfectly with it. And types of procrastination, we should all know, we have the anxious one. These ones, it's just fear. They have uh, fear of not doing it well, fear of unknown, fear of failure. That's what is keeping them back. It's not really something serious. All you have to do is understand your emotions. Know that you can always do it. Trust yourself. Self affirmation. Talk yourself. Celebrate your small wins and all that. This will help you to continue to, move ahead. And the other one is the overdoer. These people, they bite more than what they can chew. They carry lot of tasks, put it on the table, and by this, they will get overwhelmed. They won't be able to complete any or even start any at the time. So that's for that. And another one is the perfectionist. They crave for perfection. They want to perfect everything about the task. So they delay over time and waste time in starting and in completing each task. Just understand that start from somewhere and end somewhere. Anywhere you end, you think you have done your best, you have tried, it's okay. It's okay. There's no perfect anything anywhere. The goalpost for perfection or whatever is not set. We are the ones setting it ahead of ourselves. Once you see that, okay, this is good enough, you have tried, put it forward. If there is any correction, you can come over it. So that is for that. And we have the rebel, those that don't even want, they don't like where people controlling them. They want to be in control of things. So they try to waste time till they are in control so that they can take up the stage and perform their own way. In all, I would like to say, to manage your time effectively, understand who you are, understand yourself, your personality, your emotions, your everything, and put it down. Your to-do list. When you write down your to-do list, and I believe everybody should try and do that. Try and each day, maybe in the night when you want to write your gratitude journal or thereabout, put down your to-do list. It's not just only to-do list. It's always good to put down whatever you have on your head. Always duplicate your ideas, your whatever. So your head will be so free to handle some other things. Put down whatever that it is that is bothering you, your to-do list, anything. Put it down. When you put it down, you're able to walk through it. It's just like you copy your brain out of you. You'll be able to your time, everything. You schedule it and handle things in a better way. When you have it, you view it every time. So when you prepare your to-do list, don't just write it because my friend is writing to-do list. No, write your to-do list, tailor it to your own personality, to how it will favor you, to how you enjoy what you are doing, not just working. Enjoy what you are doing, be in the moment, be in the flow with what you are doing. It gives productivity. Also, it boosts productivity. When you enjoy what you are doing, you have enough satisfaction in what you are doing. It keeps you going, not just doing work because you want to fulfill righteousness. People don't really know that work has a lot to do because people just work. Most people work for money. They work to just keep ends meet. No, you don't have to do that. Look for a way to put your work in a place it's it means something to you. Let your work mean something to you. So when you are planning your time, plan your time like you are working with yourself. Don't follow a prototype that has been laid down. No, work your time to to uh, help you succeed, to help your overall well-being, to help you further your goals, to help you achieve your goals, to make you a fulfilled person, more fulfilling. So I think I have, and in conclusion, effective time management is crucial for boosting productivity and achieving a balance between work and personal life. Yes, that's what you should do. Your time management should be something that will balance your work and your personal life by identifying priorities, deadlines, managing distractions. When you put all this together, you manage your time in the most effective way and you will be productive. I think I've delivered. Thank you for listening. If there is any question, you can come up with it. I'm here to give it a try, to answer it. Thank you, everybody, for listening.
Thank you so much, Ma. Indeed,
You're welcome.
you really managed your time. You showed
Thank
us
you.
a good example of time management.
Yeah. Thank
Thank
you.
you so much for the teaching. I learned.
All right.
Yeah, I really learned. And mostly, most young persons like myself, we forget to do our to-do list and we realize that most of the things we are supposed to do, we don't do it. So thank you for this teaching. Thank you. I learned you said we should avoid procrastination. We should avoid this perfect spirit. We want to do everything right and then we then forget some things out. I think sometimes I'm guilty of that. I want to do everything very, very perfect. And at the end of the time, I'm behind schedule.
Yeah.
And it's a common mistake for young persons. Thank you so much for explaining and for telling us to do the www before we come online. Thank you so much.
Yes. Yes.
I really learned, and I hope others too are learning too. Thank you so much. And if there's any question, we are going to forward it to you. Basically,
It's
on
fine.
Wednesdays for questions, all the questions will be answered on Wednesday. But if there's any, we can just forward it to you now. Well, I
Okay.
can see there's none in the chat box. So
Okay.
proceed from here. Thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much to our convener too for bringing Mrs. Damilola on board. So we'll proceed. Our next speaker is Didi Hailengi. I don't know if I'm getting it right or I'm murdering the name. Please forgive me. So I'm going to read out her profile. I don't know if she's on the call, but I'm going to read out her profile before bringing her on board. So Didi Helenge is a passionate educator, leader, and advocate for sustainable development for Windhoek, Namibia. With a bachelor's degree honors in education, focused on educational leadership and management. She is currently pursuing a master's of education to further her impact in the field. Beyond the classroom, Didi is deeply committed to community development and civic engagement. As a yearly alumnus in civic education and a participant in the Young Women Leaders Program, she has taken on leadership roles that amplify her advocacy for education, sustainability, and social equity. Her work extends to environmental conservation and climate action, demonstrated through her participation in the African Changemakers Program, where she hosted climate change dialogue and founded an environmental club at our school. This initiative reflects a drive to inspire young minds to take action for a greener and more sustainable future. You're welcome, ma'am. So do we have Didi Helengi to take us on the next module? You have the floor, ma'am.
Wow, thank you so much. Am I audible?
Yes, you are. You're welcome.
All right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, at whatever time you're finding yourself today. Before I begin, I would like to acknowledge and sincerely thank Ms. Olubim Fred Otite, the founder of Brighton and Build the Teens Foundation, for organizing this event and for inviting me to speak today. So it's truly an honor to be part of this conversation. I would call it a conversation. And I'm honored to talk about self-leadership today. So once again, my name is Didi Halenge, and I'm from Namibia, hailing from a beautiful city, the capital city, of course, of Namibia, Windhoek. Okay, so I'm very much passionate about leadership and education and personal growth. So thank you once again for having me this afternoon. So yes, today I'm going to speak to you about something that will shape your future more than anything else, which is now self-leadership. So in simple terms, I hope I'm still audible.
Yes, you are.
Okay, thank you. So in simple terms, I will describe self-leadership as the ability to take control of your own life. It is the ability to make responsible decisions and to push yourself towards your goals without waiting on someone else to do it for you. So one of the greatest leadership speakers, I actually really I love and I enjoy watching and learning from his videos. He's actually late, Dr. Miles Monroe. He once said that the greatest tragedy in life is not death, but a life without a purpose. And that is where self-leadership comes in. Before I continue, I would like to find out, Miss Olubim, I've sent you something on WhatsApp, a slide, my slide. But if it's okay, then if I can go on, it's fine.
Yeah, please do go on. I'm working on it. Thank you.
Oh, okay, thank you. So yes, I was saying that without self-leadership, we are risking to live a life that is aimless. It's like you are waiting for circumstances or situations or other people to determine our path. Let me share my just a small experience. I remember when I was still in high school, I had big dreams, but like many young people, I also face challenges, and I believe I do still face some challenges. So the challenges that I was mostly facing were doubt, distractions, and moments where I just felt uncertain about my future. However, the moment I've realized that no one was going to push me harder than I can actually push myself, everything changed. And I started setting clear goals with the help of my mentor. I started managing my time better, and I started seeking out for opportunities that aligned with my vision. And that really shifted my mindset. So I'm going to just dive into the key principles of self-leadership. If we manage to put them, to put my slide on, you guys will see them. Yes. So the key principles of self-leadership, I would say, yes, we can just go to the pink slide. Yes, the first one. Yeah. So one of the first key principles of self-leadership is, number one, self-awareness. So self-awareness, this is knowing who you are. Self-leadership starts with knowing yourself. This means that understanding your strengths, understanding what you can do, and understanding your weaknesses, your values, and your goals. I quote again from Dr. Miles Monroe. He taught that true leadership begins with self-discovery. And he often spoke about the importance of knowing your purpose and operating in your gift. I would maybe give an example of the late Dr. Nelson Mandela. I hope you know him. Yeah, Dr. Nelson Mandela knew from a young age that he wanted to fight for justice. And that self-awareness helped him to stay committed to his mission even when he faced imprisonment. Then my personal experience, there was a time when I struggled to figure out my direction. I was passionate about leadership, education, making impact. So I was saying that I was passionate about leadership, education, and just making an impact. But I wasn't so sure how to combine this interest into a meaningful career. So through self-reflection and a meaningful career, I mean, not meaningful career, but through self reflection, a shifted or a renewed mindset and mentorship, I realized that my strength was in teaching and empowering young people. So that awareness really helped me. It shaped my journey towards education and leadership. Then we move on to the second. The second principle is self-discipline and time management. I believe that yesterday's topic was about time management, right? There was a speaker who spoke about time management.
We just finished that session not quite long, time management.
Oh wow, that's nice. So yes, so without discipline, even the best plans will fail. Successful people do what they need to do even when they don't feel like it. I know that there are times you are just uncertain, you're not sure or you feel like, am I even gonna make it? So I remember also one thing that Dr. Miles Monroe said, that discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishments. And then I have this soccer player, Cristiano Ronaldo, that I really like. He's known for his his extreme discipline. So when he trains more than most, I mean, he loves to train, and he's known as someone that trains more than the other players. Or maybe it's just me because I like him, but I really follow how he does his thing. He's very disciplined, and how he just follows his a strict diet, and how he just prioritizes self improvement. And then there's also Kobe Bryant. He's known for his insane work ethic. Like he he wakes up every day at 4 a.m. to just train with others while to just train while other people are sleeping. And then I also remember sharing my experiences during my studies. I had to balance now teaching and other responsibilities. Here I'm having teaching, I'm having 2 schools, masters. I'm doing my master's, and then I'm doing another degree, and then other responsibilities at church. So there were days when I just felt so exhausted. But I just realized that if I didn't manage my time very well, I would really fall behind. So I started using a planner. I started setting up daily priorities and just sticking to routines, even when I wasn't motivated. So that discipline really helped me to succeed in all areas of my life. And then we can move on to number 3. The third principle, which is goal setting and personal vision. So here, one have to define their future. If you do not know where you are going, any road will take you there. So you need to set clear goals that can give you a direction. Because I'll be quoting a lot from Dr. Miles Monroe. So you say that a vision is the source of leadership. And if you have no vision, you have no leadership. So I remember also Oprah Winfrey. She grew up in poverty, right? But she had a vision of being successful in media. So she set goals, she worked hard, and today she's one of the most influential women in the world. And that's just through setting up clear goals. And then there's this SMART goals framework where it's a framework that is taught how to set up it's called a SMART goal framework, and it will give you clear guidance on how you can set up your goals. So number 1 is that your goals should be specific. That what do you really want to achieve? And then number 2 is that they should be measurable. How will you track your progress? And then your goals should be also achievable. How realistic is it? And then relevant. Okay, the R in the SMART stands for relevant. Does it really align with your values? And then the T in SMART stands for time bound. When will you achieve it? So this is a SMART goals framework. All right. And then we move on to key principle 4, which is resilience and emotional intelligence. What is the resilience, and usually it's 3. Is it 3 or 4? Yeah. Number 4. Okay. Resilience and emotional intelligence. So resilience and emotional intelligence has to do with overcoming your challenges. So life will throw challenges at you. And self-leadership means handling failures positively and managing your emotions very well. The founder of Alibaba, yes. Her name is Jack Ma. His name is Jack Ma. And this man, he was rejected from jobs over, I think, is it 30 times? And even from KFC. But this man, he never gave up. He kept trying, and eventually he built a billion-dollar business. And then also, I remember also in my personal life, there were times that I applied for some opportunities and I got rejected. There were times that I failed. It was very much discouraging. But instead of giving up, I used each rejection as a lesson that what could I do better next time? So I also changed the way I thought. The mind is very much important. So my mind shift really helped me to grow instead of just feeling defeated. Yes, just want to see what did I leave behind. Oh, I see. I left oh my goodness. Adaptability and continuous learning. Okay, this was supposed to be number 4. Okay. All right. So adaptability and continuous learning. So you need to stay ahead. The world is changing very, very fast. And those who keep learning will always have an advantage. So I remember when I started in leadership, I quickly realized that what worked in the past won't always work today. I had to adapt, learning new skills, improving my public speaking, and even learning how to manage time better. So the more I invested in learning, the more confident and capable I became. And I'm still learning. So you keep learning every day. You cannot be, be here today and then you expect to be there. So you need to be learning at all times. You need to stay ahead. Yes, I think that's all that I wanted to say about. Oh, all right. I'm very, very sorry. I didn't want to stay for long. Not that I didn't want, but I'm actually on a training. I just had to ask for them to excuse me. So yes, just to conclude, I'll conclude again with Miles Monroe that leadership is not about control but service, and that leadership is not about power but empowerment. But let me be honest that the road will not always be easy. There will be moments when you feel like giving up. But remember that if your first plan fails, make a new one. If someone tells you no, keep on knocking on that door, on other doors, I mean. If you fall, get back up stronger. So you have greatness inside of you. The world is waiting for your ideas. The world is waiting for your talents. And the world is waiting for your leadership. But only you can unlock that potential. It is only you that can unlock that potential. So before I go, I just want to say a huge thank you to Ms. Olubimi Fred, Otite, and the organizers of this event. To all of you here today, thank you for showing up, and not just for me, but for yourself. And to those thinking, self-leadership sounds great, but can I start tomorrow? So let me remind you that procrastination is the enemy of success. So start today, not next week, not next year, because the sooner you start, the sooner you will see the result. So once again, thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Actually had a nice time listening to you, Halenge. Thank you for that last word you gave to us. The key to success is inside us. We have to unlock it inside of, or else it's not going to be actualized. Thank you so much for teaching us on self-leadership. I believe everyone on this call have learned one thing or the other, and we're going to replicate it and stop procrastination. The time to start is now, not tomorrow, like you said, or next tomorrow. Thank you so much. So if there's any question, it's going to be forwarded to you. Yeah. So I'll pass the mic now to Mrs. Olubumi. Thank you so much, Ma. We had value for our time. Over to you, Ma.
Hi, everyone, and thank you so much for that amazing and insightful session on self leadership. You know, people are always about titles and positions when it comes to leadership, but the first leadership is leading yourself, you know. And one thing that stood out for me in the session is the fact that discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. And I love that. You know, without discipline, you hardly will get anything done. If it must be done, then do it when it has been assigned to be done, and no procrastination. You know, I love the topic of self leadership because it is what you give, it is what you have that you can give. You cannot you cannot dispense from an empty bottle. You have to be filled with something before you can dispense. And so we have to work on ourselves. We have to work on us from the inside so that we have something to exude. And it's a matter that is very, very dear to my heart. It's a topic that is very dear to my heart. Self-leadership, because it's sacrosanct for every part of our lives. And whatever it is that you are, whatever stage you might be in life and in career, we cannot do without it because you may not have followers, so to speak, and in quotes, but leading yourself is, it is what people see you do that they appreciate, and the value that you bring, that you even convince them of the type of person you are and the type of leader that you can be. So thank you so much, Bibi, once again for that session. And I know that you have to be somewhere, and we appreciate the time that you have spent with us today and for the knowledge and insights that you have shared. We do hope that next time you'd oblige us when we call on you. We appreciate you. And I also wanted to add something after our first speaker had a session, that is Mrs. Damilola, on time management. And she spoke about knowing your chronotype, knowing if you are an early riser or a night owl, so that that helps you plan yourself. It took me some time to figure that out. I remember back in the day, whilst I was, I think it was during my master's degree, and it was a kind of struggle at the onset, but the time I figured out that this is the time that works best for me to study. And at the end of the day, I was able to maximize that period. And that's why you see people, you see some of your peers, some are busy playing during the day. And at night they are studying, they are doing every other thing because that is their free. So if you continue with that kind of comparison and you say, okay, this person is just lazing around during the day, you don't know why it is that they are most active and they are, dedicated and committed to that time. So it's best that we understand our frame, understand our chronotype, and follow suit so that we can maximize it. So thank you so much for that wonderful session as well. It was really an eye opener. And I do know that if we do call on you next time, you'd definitely oblige us. We are so grateful. And to everyone that has joined the sessions today, we are grateful for having you here. And please do note that this session is live on Facebook. If you want to catch the replay, you can go to our Facebook page, the Care Foundation. You'll find us right there, and you can watch the replay there. And this conference continues until Thursday. We'll be rounding up on Thursday, and by next week, we will commence the skills training, which is the graphics design and video editing part. And like we mentioned yesterday, this conference is a prerequisite. So if you're not here Monday to Thursday, it means that you might not be able to participate in that
Thank you.
part.
I know what time.
Except, of course, you have taken a replay. Maybe you have gone ahead to watch the replay, and you can do some assessment to ascertain that you actually have gotten all of the value that has been shared during this session. So please, if you know anyone who is still yet to join us and they have not joined us, kindly reach out to them as this session continues. Tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday, we'll be rounding up the leadership courses. And next week on Telegram, not on Zoom, it will be on Telegram. The messages will be disseminated to our mails and our classes directly. Certificates will be made available for this course and for the skill acquisition class. So thank you so much once again, everyone, for joining in. We hope to see you tomorrow at 11 a.m. By God's grace. So we hope to receive you, and we'll be having a Q&A session tomorrow. It will be the second session tomorrow. So join us. All of the questions that you have on leadership, time management, and all of those, please put them together, and we will address them tomorrow at the second session. So kindly join us. We'll be happy to receive you. So thank you very much for today. That will be all for now. And you can reach out to us if you do have any inquiry on our WhatsApp 07053639588. Kindly reach out to us on WhatsApp if you have inquiries, and we'll be happy to attend to them. Thank you so much once again, everyone. See you tomorrow by 11 a.m. Bye for now.